A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The option look. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for space, it's Price. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the catch. It's Price. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flying as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. story of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Dances away. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Steps away. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's on target and complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Caught at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Using his legs, it's Price. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now they regain the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, going up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third down. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. back to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field, using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Coming out with it, it's Saunders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
Pulls it in on the right. And they'll do more than move. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Price.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He breaks a tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On the run, fires downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on position for a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions will move the sticks with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. That's a fly. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.